how to use visibility menu. Um, Visibility menu, I think it's one of the best feature in this table, because this is the icon for visibility menu. I tap on it and then tap on this eye icon, because it allows you to choose a specific system of the cadaver you want to study, or all of it, or remove some and isolate different parts and work on that specific structure you want. As you see, has here a system, and I'm turning on by tapping on here. I turned it off, but you can see the cadaver is gone because I took all the systems off. So by tapping here, you can turn it on, bring all the systems on, and then we have category here. Like I'm going to choose a skeletal system, so I'm going to tap here, take all the systems off, and just choose a skeletal system. So here shows the system. Now you can see the category for skeletal systems coming up. You can see showing the skeletal system, and then if you tap on a specific part you want to study, then it will show you the structure. Let's look at choose the take some extra off here. All right, just leave it like that, and you can see here shows some structure, and then you can choose a specific structure you want to study. I can tap on it. Let's tap on this one. Right clavicle is popping up here, right clavicle, and then we can work on that one. So each part has system, then has category, then it comes to a specific structure. On each side you can see this color wheel here. There is here, you can choose here. If I choose here, any changes I do is going to apply to system and the category and structures related to that system. If I work on this color wheel here, tab is going to apply to that category and all the systems or all the structures related to that category. I'm just going to work on a specific structure. So I'm just going to tap on this color wheel to just being applied to just right clavicle. When you tap on this here, you see some different parts coming up. The first one here, this one is showing origin and insertion of the muscles, or from origin insertion related to a muscle. Doesn't show the muscle, but here let's tap on it, highlighted in blue. When you tap, you can see it's coming up origin and insertions of specific muscles related to this clavicle, right clavicle. Like the origins showing red color and blue ones are insertions. I'm just turning it off. Tap on it, turn it off. And the next one is for bony landmarks. Tap on it below. It shows the bony landmarks on this bone, for example, right costal tuberosity and others. And then turn it off. You can remove those. And then this one is for colors. You can choose the colors here. I'm just choosing, you can see here, I'm just tapping on one color. You can see changes the color, or you can tap here. I chose this one, you see highlighted in blue. You can tap here and choose the colors, or you can also use the custom color, which you can tap here and choose the color you want from here. And what's the next one? Yes, and this one. When you highlight this one, this is a no clip, which means, again, I chose this for the specific structure. If you choose it for category and or system, is going to apply to a system or to that category. But I narrow it down to a just right clavicle. When I tap this highlighted, so when you click, then this right clavicle is going to stay intact. So it depends on for a structure, category, or system you choose, then the corresponding will remain intact when a cut is applied. And then the last one is, let me turn this off. The last one is about transparency. Here, when I tap on it, you can see it's changed. Let me bring this window here. Let me move it here so I can show you. Here, okay. There is this here a slider bars. I just brought it here because I wanted to move it for you. You can see it's a surface and a volume. So this slider bars allows you to adjust the level of transparency by volume and surface. So if you move it here, you can see changes, and also you can see the changes in here. All right. Closing the window. There is another thing I want to talk about is about annotation. If you look at here, before I go to annotation, A or for annotation, I want to tell you about this. It's easy. So this is the left. Like, take a look at here. If I tap on the left, it's going to take the left up and get it back. The same will do for the right side, left and right. This is on, so because these are highlighted, if you want to undo it by tapping this one, you can undo whatever you have done, you can undo it. Which means I undo it. Now I have to bring it back again. Right clavicle. I'm just using a color for it, and here. Okay, for annotation, by each category and by each structure, you see a icon here, which can turn on annotation for that specific. If you turn on category, it's going to turn on all the category for that part. But if you turn on this one, it's going to turn on just for this specific structure. So once you tap, you can see the annotation coming also here. Let me show you. There is also icon here, green icon. When you tap on here, shows annotation. Let me bring it back, show you in a better view. Look on the top here. So when I tap on here, this A annotation, when you tap that bar coming up. Okay, this allows you to bring the page to the other side. If I can move it. All right, here we go. You can see the screen moving to the right side because it shows you more feature here, and it shows annotation, bony landmarks, origin insertions. I already talked about origin insertion. If I tap here, you can see, you can just choose that specific origin insertion to see it on here. I'm just closing this one, and bony landmark is the same. It opens the specific one. If you choose here, it can show on the skeleton. I'm just closing that. So about the annotation, you can choose a specific annotation here, like this one. If you tap on it, once you tap on here, this screen is coming up. It's asking you to edit the annotation name. You can change the name. You can edit the location of that. or you can delete that simply. I'm closing this one, and also you can do a new annotation by adding here. You can enter a new annotation you want to do, and then you can save it. If you save it, you can save it into here, and then also you can import or export the annotation. They can be imported or exported. There's imported and or exported, these two. So you can import, for example, a window. But once you tap on that, a window is coming up. Like if you put your flash drive here, it's coming up. You can import here, and then you can export. You can export it into your USB flash drive, and then once you change all the annotations you want, you can always get them back. You don't want to changes. You can just simply tap here, and a window is coming up. It says, do you wish to restore the default annotations? You can bring them back. So don't worry about if you change annotation you didn't want, because you can always bring them back to the default ones. I think there is one thing I haven't explained. It's just this one. You can, as you saw, I tapped on a skeletal system, category came up, and I tap on head and neck, then structures come up. Maybe I'm looking for a specific bone here, or if you don't know what bone, a specific bone you don't know, if you're a student, you don't know where that bone is, you just know the name, you can just simply search for it, and then this is popping up. You can type the name, and it brings the bone for you, and can show you that specific structure you're looking for.